Hi, this is Eric Daw from OmniFit, and today I actually want to talk about feet. Not my feet, but your ankles specifically, and why they're so important for movement. A lot of people don't realize they affect every movement you make, how you walk, how you bend, how you move pretty much in general. And actually they have effects on what happens to your knees. So watch this video and tell me what you think.
So this is how we should look when we walk. Heel to toe, feet coming up, and a nice smooth motion, which is pretty typical for the most part. And then now we go into somebody exercising or squatting. And as you see her in this position, she's able to get down and squat, keeping her upper body nice and tall.
So now that we see these two movements, what's the connection? Well, if you haven't figured out now, I gave you the answer earlier. It's your ankles. So now that we know that your ankles are a big contributor into how well you move, whether it be walking or even doing squats like the lady in the video is doing, let me give you a little technique or something you can practice that shows how good your ankle range of motion is. And we'll talk about what we can do about it if it isn't that great.
So before we start, the setup for this exercise is feet in a tandem stance with one foot right behind the other. I'm going to ask you to bend both knees and see how far the back knee in particular can go forward while keeping your heel on the ground. The key in determining how well your ankle moves is where the back knee goes in relation to the malleus bone. See, the malleus bone is that big ankle bone at the side of your ankle. Or if you want a closer view, is this bone right here. Look at the arrow, that one that really protrudes from the side of your leg or your ankle again. So if you don't have great range of motion in your ankle, your back knee after bending it won't get to the middle of that malleus bone. And if you have pretty good or okay range of motion in your ankle, it'll get actually around that area or within the area of the malleus bone. And if you have really good range of motion while keeping your back heel on the ground, it'll go past the malleus bone. Now let's focus on a few things that you should watch out for. Does that heel lift up like mine does? Or do you bend your upper body lower just to get more depth instead of doing what I'm doing here and just staying nice and tall as you go down? Also, this is not a balance exercise, so feel free to hold on to something. So I pretty much took this footage from a previous video I made where I suggested everyone should get a foam roller and a ball to really break up that tension you may have in your body. In this particular example, I'm doing with a ball between my ankle and my knee. And if you're actually able to reduce some of that stiffness and tightness, you should get a better range of motion in the ankle. This example is pretty much the same if you use a foam roller right here as she's doing. After foam rolling or using the ball for 20 or 30 seconds, go on to this next part.
Look at this stretch. I'm sure most of you know it already, but if you don't have great ankle range of motion, try this.
So right here, I'm pretty much just stretching my calves. So if you keep your front knee bent and your back leg straight, you should feel a stretch, kind of like this picture, in the bottom of the back leg. So after you do the rolling, then after you do the stretching, wait about a few weeks and then try the test again. I'm pretty sure your range of motion will be better. So that's it. It's Eric Daw from OmniFit. Take care.